has rung. Is it me? It is, I think. Let's see. I tried something different. Oh dear. I tried something different. And maybe I just... Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm chopped off. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. Let me turn that down. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Karen. Oh, I miss you girls. I miss you. It is so nice to see you. I'm exhausted. Hello, Vicky. Vicky, your card is in the mail. Hello, hello. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to Australia, but your card is in the mail, my dear. I'm excited for that. So what that is all about is whenever you share, let me get my papers out. So whenever you share that I'm live and you share with friends to come on board, let me know that you've shared, and I will enter your name for a draw. Connie, long time no see. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for coming. So I'm just getting my little papers ready. So when people start saying that they shared, Tracy, I have been thinking about you so much lately. How are you doing? How is your daughter? Tell us all about it. I don't know. Are you a grandma? Hello, hello, friends. So nice to see these names popping up. Let me get all my little papers ready for the shares. Hi, Chris. And Barb, hi. I've been trying to call you, Barb, and I guess you've just been busy. I just wanted to say hi. It was for nothing. Well, not for nothing, but I wanted to say hi. Haven't talked to you in so long. Where was I? For those who share, I enter your name for a draw. Karen, I've got that. I will put your name down. Doing that right now. Karen. And so if I don't mention your name, that I've written your name down, it means I miss, because sometimes I look away from the comments and then I end up missing it. Lots to chat about today. Barb, I got that. I will write your name down that you've shared. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring the camera down, and Vicky, thank you for sharing. I've entered your name for the draw as well, and so I guess you'll get your cards in a couple of weeks. Connie, I've got you down as well. Hang on, I need to read and see what Tracy is saying. 6 weeks to go. Connie or Tracy's going to be a grandma. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. Sandy, welcome here. Welcome here. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I look frazzled. It's because I am so tired. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm not sleeping at night, and so anyway, and then I have to wake up in the morning and get out of bed because I've got lots to do. I've got a big class coming up on Saturday, and so lots going on. Candace, hi. Oh, thank you. You know what? Some of these butterflies, Candace, I fussy cut, and some of them I actually used my dies that kind of went with those butterflies. I needed something back there. My studio's kind of funny, so I'm in our family room here in the basement, and all of my product is around the corner, kind of in another kind of big hallway kind of room is where my product is. So I had nothing behind me but this blank wall, so I decorated it. So welcome here, Candace, and And Candace, I don't know if you've been here before. Tell us where you're from. June, hello, welcome here. I'm going to bring the camera down, girls. And yeah, and I'll chat about a few things, okay? Here we go. If this makes you dizzy, close your eyes. Kathy, welcome here, my friend. Whoop, 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 whoop. My camera is in a really awkward position here. And all you're seeing is the back of my hands. Let me get some lights on in here to try to get rid of some of these shadows. And these are the gals that have shared thus far. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit better. So Tracy and Candace, you know each other. How exciting. I love it when that happens. Is that in a weird position or is that good? Okay, and Kathy, yes, I do have your name down from having shared prior. So there you go, there's your name. And these other names are the gals that shared last week. Oh, I'm getting myself all confused here. Okay, so these names are for next week. And oh my goodness, you think I've never done this before. And Kathy shared for today. So these names are the gals that shared last week. So this is who I'm going to be drawing from. This is for next week, okay? Now that I've got that all straightened out, here's a few things that I want to chat about. I've got a class coming in November, and this is a an easel card, and there's a little drawer, okay, and your calendar, okay. Well, jolly old England, welcome here, Candace. Lovely to see you. And I don't mean that in a mocking way. I love England. Never been, but I do love England. So this is a little drawer. So this is my November class. This is strictly via Zoom. This is an online class. I am not doing this live, but the video will be live. And I don't know, for those who have been doing Stampin' Up for a while, do you remember these brads? That's a brad on there, okay? And then the back of it is hiding with a strip of cardstock. Friendship refreshes the soul. Isn't that the truth? Okay, the other thing that I wanted to chat about was this partnering that I'm doing, and I'm very excited about it. And Kathy, you were asking earlier today for a little more info on that. So let's just chat about that for a minute. I don't want to take too much time doing this. And if anybody is not clear about this, please ask me and I will let you know. So what I'm doing, and the story behind this, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, it was just very strongly laid on my heart to somehow support Ronald McDonald House here in Winnipeg. And so what I did was I emailed on the volunteer tab on their website, and so I emailed them, and I don't know if I just was unclear about what it was that I was trying to explain to them, or is this just a better conversation to have like on the phone? And I think it was. So having said all of that, I never heard from them. And so the other morning, and I believe today's Thursday, it was Tuesday morning when I woke up, it was so strong in my heart again, and I thought, I need to phone. So I phoned Ronald McDonald House, and I spoke to the gal at the volunteer desk, and she was blown away by what it was that I was sharing with her. So, oh, and I should have brought it. Stampin' Up does a monthly paper pumpkin box, and a lot of you are familiar with that. So what that is an inclusive, I think, no, exclusive, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. It's a little box, and in that box is absolutely everything you need to create what is in that box. Most of the time it's cards, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's party favors or little little decorations for your table for, like, let's say Thanksgiving or something like that. Karen, that's fantastic. So anyway, what I said to the young lady on the phone was, I'm not selling you anything, but here's what I want to do. I want to gather next month's Paper Pumpkin box, so the November Paper Pumpkin box, which is all about Christmas, and I want to donate that to Ronald McDonald House, so each of the residents can have their own Paper Pumpkin box. Nobody's digging into anybody else's boxes. Everybody has their own Paper Pumpkin box. She was almost in tears. You would do that? And I'm like, absolutely, I would. How many residents do you have? She said 14. I was expecting a higher number, so I was a little bit surprised that it was only 14. So I hung up the phone, and then it was like, okay, who else should I call? Anyway, another organization here in Winnipeg that I thought of was House of Hesed. And what that is that is living quarters for men and women who to extend their physical and their emotional life who are suffering with HIV. And very, just a wonderful, wonderful organization. I was blown away by the conversation that I had with the young lady at the desk. Her name is Mo. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but I guess I just did. She was actually crying. She said, Denise, I told her who I was. She said, you won't believe this. I honestly had this conversation about half an hour ago with one of the other volunteer employees here. It's the pastor's birthday. There's a pastor that kind of oversees this nonprofit organization, and it's his birthday today, and we do not have a birthday card here, and we always have supplies for creating birthday cards, and we always make our own, and we have none left. She said, I cannot believe that you called with this proposal. And I mean, I was blown away too. Like that was so neat. That was like an answer to prayer for them, I guess. And just a blessing for me to have been a part of that. Karen, thank you so much for that. So what my ask is if you donate $33.60 on your behalf, I will, so my hope is to collect 24 boxes. How many residents does House of Hesed have? They have 10. Hesed means love, house of love. If you translate Hesed in Hebrew, it means love. So I thought, okay, I'm going to grab 24 Paper Pumpkin boxes, and hopefully I will get 24 people. I'm in there too. I'm going to be ordering some as well. When those boxes come in around the 16th of November, I am going to be delivering them to Ronald McDonald House as well as House of Hesed. I'll be taking pictures all along the way so that you can see that this is legit, and it is legit. So that's what this is all about. I hope that helps to clarify what that was all about. So Karen and Kathy, thank you so much. I will add your names to my list. I am now at 6. I have 6 people, 7 counting myself. And if I need to do 3, I will, because I have to top up at 24. There's no way I'm going to walk in and say, okay, I only collected 8, so you decide which 2 aren't. I mean, how do you do that? Okay, let's get on to today, okay? Now, hopefully I have not, I don't think I've missed any comments. So that's my calendar class via Zoom, November 9th, if my memory is correct. If you want me to send you the Google invite, let me know. I will do that. I am not using this today, but I cut these out the other day, just out of curiosity. Let me pull out, whoop, falling apart here. Let me pull out my little tray. I've got a tray and everything is already cut in sizes. I just want to show you what this looks like. If you take silver foil and you put silver foil against, now all the things are not popped out, but if you put silver foil against the black and white, look at that for the beginning of a card, and that's using the artistic dies. My class last night was all about this, and so I wanted to cut that up because I was curious as I was teaching, and I wanted to show the girls. And so here is black on very vanilla. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, Kathy, if you e-transfer me, that would be great. And Karen, and in the subject line, just write down partnering with Denise or something, but I mean $33.60, so I will know what that's all about. Anyway, this is the artistic dies, and so yeah, anyway, totally off topic. I just really wanted to show you this because I thought it was absolutely stunning. I forgot to take a picture of the sketch. Has anybody followed the sketch that I sent out? Did anybody do it? Because if you did and you post your picture, you will get your name entered again, okay? So here is my prototype. I started with this one, and I started it at the lake. So when I'm at the lake, I have to use kind of what I have on hand, okay? So sometimes I don't always have current stuff. So I got gold foil on there. So this design paper, this is from the last celebration that we just had, and it's called Beautifully Penned, but it is celebration paper. This is just black cardstock. I don't know if you can see all the shimmer on there, but there's tons of shimmer because of course I shimmer misted. And then what I did, my dies are from the Season Labels dies. So I used this die for the sentiment and the bigger one to frame it out. So this is loosely following the sketch that I had. And my sentiment, I want to show you what I did. My sentiment is from the new Eden's Garden. Now this is going to be available. This is like a pre-order for Stampin' Up demonstrators. This is going to be available to you, sorry for the glare, on November 1st, okay? And this bundle, I can't remember if I pulled it all out. This is the bundle. This bundle is available for you on November the 1st, but this will also be in the new catalog going forward, okay? So when I put this sentiment down, I grabbed hello there, and I stamped that, and then dear friend, how are you underneath it, because I just thought that went together so well. So that's what I did following my sketch. Now let me show you how I put that together. Darlene, thank you so much for supporting that donation as well. Thank you again, that's great. Oh, Vicki, these new sets, aren't they gorgeous? So that's what I used for this. And now let's get on to my second card, but still following the same sketch, okay? So this is, I use the sunflower dies. Love these, love these, and have not played with them enough. And let me show you what I did. Girls, I'm so tired and I feel like I'm just babbling. And I just realized I forgot to bring my cut and emboss machine forward. And I don't know that I want to get up to go get it. Not that it's far, but I just don't really like doing that. So here is the card that we're going to do today, following that sketch again, okay? So if you saw my sketch on Facebook, do you see how this kind of follows that? And I'm sorry that I did forget to print that out. I meant to. So what I did with this is polished pink. The DSP is from the Expressions of Ink, and you find that actually on page 131 in the big catalog, okay? That's where you're going to find that. The flower and the sentiment is from the annual catalog again, and that you're going to find on page 17. Darlene, of course you love the pink card. You love pink. I'm giving myself some hearts here, and that's for you, my friend. The dies are on page 166. Now this set, this is it right here. This set was a bundle when it first came out. I don't know if you remember that, but it carried forward into the following catalog. So when they do that, it's not bundled anymore. So I apologize for that. If anybody doesn't have this set, oh, I love it. I've seen so many stunning cards with this. Okay, let me show you how I created this. So we start with, and I forgot, a card base. Let me grab a card base right there. And you know what I wanted to do? Oh, and I don't have embossing folders or anything. I'm not going to bother. I was going to emboss this, but I don't have anything right close on hand, so sorry about that. Vicky, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So the first thing that I did was I actually put down my polished pink right on my card base. My card base is an 8.5 piece of cardstock, cut at 4 1/4, or cut at 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So then when you score it at 4 1/4, you have your A2 card base. So in Canada we call that A2 card base. Darlene, thank you for sharing. I've got your name down. So anyone that shares will be entered for a draw to win a card at the end of the class. Let's put this down. So you're going to grab your silicone sheet. Sorry, I say this every time. If you don't have a silicone sheet, you need one. You need one. So if I would have remembered to have brought my cut and emboss machine and embossing folder forward, I would have run this through first just to give this a little bit of dimension, so that, let's get that down, so that when it's on the card, there's a little bit of something happening right in here, okay? I shimmer misted the whole thing, but that's what I did. Okay, where did I put... I need a manager. I desperately need a manager before I do my lives. Okay, I pre-stamped the leaves, okay? So here they are, the big guy and the two little ones. The two little ones come attached like that, and the die cuts them. So that cut the large one, and this one cut these two together. Okay, just wanted to show you that. So those are pre-done, but I have not done my sunflower. Do you notice anything interesting about the sunflower? Can somebody point something out that they think is interesting about it? Because I'm going to put my paper down in my Stamparatus. Do you notice anything interesting about this flower? And I'm going to grab polished pink. We're going to close the window to make sure that we're centered okay, and we are. Maybe after. Now, I'm not pressing into my stamp. I am, when my girls used to come to classes, I would say, you're just kissing it. Just kiss it. Don't smash it in there, because what happens is you're going to get the ink everywhere, and you're going to close this right away, because if you don't, something funky might happen like that. Okay, now when I open this, oops, I did not stamp that very nicely. I don't know what happened there. Compared to, there we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, so now you might see a little more what it is that I was getting at before? Do you see anything interesting about my flower? Oh, you know what? I didn't get it up there. We are stamping this again, girls. We are stamping that again. Let's see what happens. I missed down here and up there. Live TV, and that's okay. There we go. A little darker than I want, but it will calm down. Then what I did, and here's the fun part. I want the center, yeah, very 3D it is, Karen. It stamps beautifully. But you know what I did? I grabbed a, what are these called again? Somebody help me. And I grabbed Mango Melody. I've totally lost what this is called. Yep, I'm tired. I opened up my Mango Melody. I cannot, I'm trying to rack my brain here. It's a dauber. Thank you, Barb. Yay. Sponge dauber. So you're going to take your sponge dauber and you're going to go into your Mango Melody and you're just going to tamp it around the center. And now my flower is even more 3D. Sponge dauber, yes, yes, yes. Sponge dauber, ink dauber. Okay, so here are the 3 colors that I used today. Mango Melody, soft succulent, and polished pink. Okay, I keep my sponge daubers in a little container. Don't know where I got this. Probably at a fishing store, I believe. But I've had it for so long, I honestly don't remember where I got it. So then, what I did, can you hear me bouncing around here? I sit on a great big exercise ball. Let's grab our flower, and it just fits in the mini. I checked it out. And if it doesn't, then I do have to jump up. Now, if you look at your die, this is how I do it. I look at my die and I try to find an area that's a little bit more pronounced, okay? So right in here, this looks a little bit different for me than all the squiggles. So I'm looking for kind of this double swoosh. And if you look at your flower, you find the double swoosh right here, and here. Rather than, do you see that? Do you see how it fits in there? So then I'm going to place that in there, line that up. Just trying to be as fussy as I can. Don't move. Grab your second plate. My plate's cracked. It's still working though. Oh, really? Vicky, I didn't know that you could actually get a sponge dauber container. Interesting. Now, I did not use my mini when I cut my first one, so I'm hoping that it's still going to, I'm pretty sure it fits right on edge to edge. Yeah, I've made dividers too in a wood case. I've got Stampin Up sponges, and I have a bigger fishing case, and I made my own little dividers for all my sponges, my little pieces of sponges. Let's put that back. This guy's done his duty. So then what I did was, you've got where did I put the dimensions of this? Ta-ta-ta. I don't recall. I had the DSP is 4 inches by 3 3/4, or you can do 4 by 3 or 4 by 3 1/2. So this one here, this is my 4, and this one is 3 1/2. So I know that I want my 4 inches to go this way, so I'm slicing this way, okay? So this is the easy way for me anyway, and maybe there's a different way for you to do that when you're following that particular sketch, but this is what I did. So I know that this is my 4 inches across here, so that I know that I'm slicing this way. So I'm just going to put it in my cutting trimmer, and I am going to trim, because on the sketch there's a little bit of a corner here and a little bit of a corner there, okay? So do you see how on this side of the trimmer I've got a corner, and on this side of the trimmer I've got another corner? Now, to be precise, from measure to measure and measure to measure really doesn't matter. What matters is that across here you're 4 inches, so that when you do put it down on your card, it's going to fit, okay? Let's give that a slice, and there you go. So that sketch does not have to be as hard as it looks, right? And now you know this is going to go down here, and this is going to go down there. Now, if I would have put my 4 inches in and cut it on the other side of the blade, the smaller corner would have been here and here. It really doesn't matter, okay? See how I've got it going differently here? If I flip this over, right? But I want my gold showing. So we're going to put that down following the sketch, all right? Let's get our silicone mat out. Welcome here, ladies. If you've never been, please say hello and let us know where you're from. We would love to hear from you. My little Facebook community here. I'm just following the edges of my polished pink cardstock. Let's get that down like so. Let's put this one down. We're going to put dimensionals behind our leaves, as well as our flower. And I just need to stamp my sentiment. There we go. And we do want to put shimmer mist on that as well. And I know that Stampin' Up! Does not do shimmer mist anymore, but I'm rebelling, and I'm still doing shimmer mist, because I love shimmer mist. Vicki, welcome here from southeastern Minnesota. I love Minnesota. Been there many times. My sister-in-law lives in Bemidji. And so I don't think that that would be too far away from you. Or she lives close to Bemidji anyway. She's not right in Bemidji. I'm just cutting up the rest of my dimensionals so that I can use the whole thing. And I don't want my flower caving in the middle, so let's get that covered. And Karen, thank you so much for welcoming Vicki. That's very sweet of you. I love it when that happens. Now, I don't think that there is a top or a bottom to this flower, so it's mostly what's pleasing to your eye, and I still like how I placed this one, so I'm going to stick with that, and I want that about there. Now, Vicki, for the girls that come to my lives, and no pressure, and of course my phone's ringing, No pressure at all. I better answer that. I don't know who that is, and hopefully they're not going to turn around and call my cell. So sorry, Vicki, what I was saying is I ask my girls if they want to share, and I enter their name for a draw. And at the end of the video, I draw a winner. So the names that I'm going to be drawing from today are the girls that shared last week. And let's tuck that under. And you do not need to be present in order to win, Vicki. So let's. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. I was hoping it didn't bump me off. So all I'm doing is I'm taking the leaves and I'm just tucking them in just a bit, like so, okay? Let's do our sentiment. So I've got my piece of basic white, and I love the thanks a bunch. So let's do that. And yeah, I forgot my blocks. I forgot to bring my blocks to my table, so we're going to use the Stamparatus because it's always on hand. Let's get that down in there. I am going to line this up at the bottom, less fussy cutting, because I want to fussy cut that. Let's get our polished pink. Yes, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know what? I thought I should answer my landline because I figured whoever it was going to try calling on my cell, and sure enough, that's what happened. And hopefully I'm not frozen now. No, here we go. But I think it's kind of glitching out on me now. Sorry about that. I don't know how many people I need to tell, please do not call me on Thursday afternoons. And to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I don't know why, it does not work. It still rings, which is totally bizarre. Am I frozen, girls, or are we good? Are we good? Or am I glitching now? I seem to be glitchy. So what we're gonna do is, I'm good? Okay, thanks, Barb, for that. Yeah, I want to be a little closer to the bottom, so you know what? I'm just going to cut that like so, and I want to follow the sentiment a little bit. Bring that down. I'm just turning my paper, cutting, turning, trying to follow the lines of the sentiment. I love that look. And then go straight across, and then let's do a little corner thing. So just turning my paper and letting my scissors do the work, like so. All right, let's get some minis behind that. Vicki, I will write your name down. Thank you so much for sharing. And I think I have a few Vickies, so I need to start writing last names. Thank you. You like how yeah, and that was so easy. It's so easy. Like even when I looked at that sketch, I was at the lake when I was working on my prototype. Vicki, you missed it. So here's the card that I created at the lake. So some of what I used is now retired celebration paper. But when I'm at the lake, I use basically what I have on hand, okay? And so I kind of knew what I wanted to, well, I had the sketch, but then it was like, okay, there's got to be an easy way to get this so simple. It was like, oh, okay, wow, I was overthinking this because I was worried about how do I make sure I'm square and all of this, and it just came to me. It's like, cut a square, cut it in half, you're good to go. And I have to actually take a mini, and I need to make it even smaller. I'm just going to cut one from the side like so. Let's put that down right there. Okay, get those lifted off. I'm going to show you what I do with my Stampin' Mist. So for all the demonstrators that are on today, I don't know if you're like me, I love the Stampin' Mist. And I'm so sad that it's not available anymore. So why don't we all just go on the sandbox and bombard them and say, please bring back the Stampin' Mist. But that's just me. I've already asked, and maybe I need to ask a little more. So this is an old Stampin' Up box, and what I've done was I've taken my tape and I made myself like a little house, okay? And I put my card in there. There's the champagne mist that I absolutely love, and it's in my little spritzer with some rubbing alcohol. I'm going to give it a little shake, and then I'm going to, and I wish you could see this in real life, spritz my card like so. And like magic, it just becomes so elegant. Like, I wish you could see the shimmer and the sparkle in this card. It's amazing. Then the last thing that I did was I grabbed my champagne rhinestones, and I want to kind of tone that down just a little bit. Or do it? No, I don't want it there. It gets lost. And then, whoa, that package is gone. Or do I want it up there? Where do I want this last one? Or do I want it down here? Ladies, I need your help. Where do I put my very last champagne rhinestone? Do I want it down? Do I want it by the sentiment? Or do I want it up at the top somewhere? I will wait. I will wait to hear from you. And our card is complete. I just don't know where to put that last one. By the sentiment. Okay, Vicky, you're on right here by the sentiment. Thanks a bunch, period. There you go. So there's my 3 cards following the sketch. So this design paper, when I cut it in half, I believe this one was 3 3/4 inches, and then I sliced it. I believe this one was 3 1/2, this design paper, and I sliced it, and I believe this one was 3 1/2 as well. So that's what I did with that. I need to put some black rhinestones on this one. Oh, or pearls. Yes, exactly. Pearls is a really nice idea. And you know what? Oh, you know, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay, I've got rhinestones right here. I've got black rhinestones. Those are going to get lost. Those will definitely get lost. And I've got, well, this is retired. That could look good. Iridescent pearls or white pearls. Okay, girls. I need help again. What are we going to use on the black card? So Barb suggested pearls. You should put pearls on the black and white one. You know what? I do love the idea of the pearls. Barb, we're going with the pearls. White pearls. There you go. Got it. Okay, so now placement. I'm thinking on the black panel again, right? This would actually make a beautiful sympathy card too. So let's grab a little guy, and if anybody has suggestions as to where to put them, please tell me. Ooh, but I'm liking that. And I've got a little bit of our class the other night was all about gilded foil, and I've got gilded foil everywhere. Let's put that there, and we'll put a big one. Is that going to get lost? Oh, you know what? I kind of don't mind that. What do you think, girls? Should I put it up here on, like, on the strip, or should I put it on the, what would you call that? On the, like, the tag thing. What do you call that? Yup. Yup what? Yup here? Keep it on the black. Yeah, definitely. I definitely want it on the black. Do I want it on the strip, or do I want it on this sentiment panel? On the strip. Okay. Right there. Love it. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Make a cluster of 3 and 2 up on top. Ooh. Like right here. I wish I knew what you meant. Like just kind of like that? Is that what you mean, Vicky? I kind of like that too. But then I'll have to do an odd number down there. I don't mind that. And even if I went, where do I want that? No, 2. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to put this little guy right here. Love it. Ladies, thank you for your help. So I like to work in odd numbers. 6 is not an odd number, but I've got 3 and 3. So is that okay? Am I breaking rules? Or are we okay? Oh my goodness. Okay, so 2 up and 3 down. Well, 5 is odd. I know 6 is even for sure, but I've got 3 and 3. So does that still constitute as odd and odd? Or have I totally broken the rules? Bad, bad, bad. The people that, thank you, Dar, no rules. The people that shared today, and if I do not call out your name, please let me know. I've got Connie, I've got Vicky A for Australia, Barb, Karen, Kathy, Dar, and Vicky M from Minnesota. Well, isn't that interesting how that worked out? Did anybody else share? Because these names are going in for next week, and I am going to bring the camera up, and I'm going to choose a winner for today's draw from the gals that shared last week. Okay? Oh, Tracy, you shared today. Thank you for letting me know, hon, because I don't think I said your name. Or did I? I don't think I did. I don't recall, but I know that you're here. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Tracy. Tracy from, not Florida. Thank you, Tracy, for letting me know. The gals that shared during my live last week were Missouri. I knew it was not Florida. It was Kathy that shared last week, Patty, Gail, Barb, Dar, Brenda, and Jean. And some of those girls are not here. And if I draw their name, I will still be sending them a card either via mail or a knock on their door if they're local. I'm going to bring the camera up. So if that makes you dizzy, here's your chance. Close your eyes. And I don't know if my head's chopped off yet or what, or if I'm like right in the camera. So, okay, we've got all the names in here, and I am chopped off just a smidge here. Just a smidge. Sorry. And I'm watching my camera. It's slowly coming back down. Okay. So the girls that shared last week, thank you for that. You're all in here. And I believe I think I was at the lake house. I think. So if anybody is interested in taking part in my my partnering with Ronald McDonald House or House of Hesed, what that is a $33.60 e-transfer to me. I will be purchasing a paper pumpkin on your behalf, and on next month when they arrive, I'm going to be delivering those to Ronald McDonald House and House of Hesed here in Winnipeg, two organizations that I'm partnering with, and I need 24 people to jump in on that. And if I don't get everybody, then I will be topping it up to 24. Susan, my dear, thank you for saying so. I have a winner from last week's share, and the winner is Patty S. And I do not believe that Patty is here, so I will be contacting Patty to find out which card she wanted. I'm going to put these names away, and your names are in here for next week. So I want to thank you so much for popping by today. You have blessed me with your presence. Does my heart good to share an afternoon with you, and it means an awful lot that you would share your afternoon with me as well. So I am going to let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will talk to you later. Thanks again for popping by. Bye-bye.